Hello again guys, it's Marcus at Automotive Superstore. Today I have a pretty extensive lineup of Thinkware equipment in front of me, including accessories and dash cams, and we're going to have a quick overview of each model so that you can decide which one is best for your purpose. To give you an overview of the cameras we have in front of us today, we have the M1 Motorsports camera over here. In terms of your standard vehicle dash cams for your trucks, vans, cars, etc., we have the F70, the F200 Pro, the F770, the Q800 Pro, and the U1000, which is the benchmark flagship of the bunch. We also have some Thinkware accessories over here, which we'll cover in a couple of minutes. In terms of overall features, which all of the Thinkware cameras come with, which is one of the reasons why they're our preferred brand of dash cam, they have a 2-year domestic warranty. They can operate in up to 60-degree temperatures, so they're built for our conditions. They have Thinkware cloud service enabled on most of these dash cams, which means you can enable things like geofencing, live view of where the car is. If you have a fleet of trucks or vans that you're trying to manage and you need to see them all in one place, Thinkware Cloud is the service for you. We'll put a link in the description below on how to use that. And it also has proprietary SD card technology. All of these will come with an SD card, and the Thinkware SDs have proprietary no format technology, which means that you won't have to keep formatting the card over and over again to clear space, which is going to extend the life of your storage. Let's start with the M1 Motorsports camera. Now this is a pretty unique offering because it's essentially a front and rear dash cam which is flexibly mounted on any ATV, motorbike, whatever you please. The brackets are really flexible. You get 3M mounting tape as well as plenty of places to screw it in if you'd prefer to do that. Comes with a power bank. It's full HD front and back, so the footage that you're going to get is going to look ripper. Plus you'll have 2 angles, as well as IP66 weatherproof resistance, which means it can be used in all terrain conditions. It's fantastic. If you want to see a more in-depth explanation of this camera, check this video up in the corner. Moving on to the F70. Now this is the most essential and basic offering in Thinkware's range, but it's still fully featured. It's a single front angle 1080p image using a Sony sensor. It's really nice and sharp. All of these cameras use Sony sensors and they're absolutely fantastic. It's got the 2-year domestic warranty, operates up to 60 degrees, and it's also compatible with the external GPS antenna if you wish to have that, which will enable the safety camera alerts on it as well. A super good entry-level pick. If you want a more in-depth view on that one, check out this video up in the corner. Moving up the line to the F200 Pro. Now this particular model is the start of the front and rear models of the Thinkware range. Now we have a 1080p image on the front and a 720p image on the back. It's dual channel straight into this unit, and we're moving up to Wi-Fi sync, which is fantastic. There's a Thinkware app that you can get for your phone. Without having to make any modification to the camera itself, you can leave it totally installed. You simply hook up your phone via the Wi-Fi to the Thinkware app. You can download the footage, you can view all of the events if there's been any collision events or parking events that have been saved onto the camera. It's a really easy and nice way to organize all of the footage. Plus, if you get the dual channel kit, it will include a hard wiring kit, which is super handy and essential if you want to have it running in parking mode. Otherwise, if you do purchase the single channel version of this, you can get the hard wiring kit separately. For a more in-depth look at this camera, there's a video up here for you. Moving on up the line to the F770 dual channel kit here in front of me. Now we're stepping up to 1080p front and rear, full HD recording into this slim little unit here. It's a little bit bigger than the F200, but the thermal capacity is a lot better. It has integrated thermal protection, so you'll never have to worry about it on a hot summer day. It also features some new things like time-lapse parking mode, super night vision, and the advanced driver alert system. If you'd like to know some more details about this one, there's a video just up here, you know the drill. Moving up towards the higher end of the Thinkware range, we have the Q800 Pro. Now this can record 2K footage at the front, which is 1440p resolution and 1080p at the back. So we have better image quality, even better night vision than its predecessor. And starting here, we have compatibility with the Thinkware cloud application, which I mentioned a bit earlier. It can give you a real-time live view of vehicles. You can geo-fence them. So if you have a fleet of trucks or vans that you're trying to manage, these cameras here are going to be the way to go because they're compatible with Thinkware Cloud. For a more detailed overview of the Q800 Pro, you know where to go. And now for the flagship model of the Thinkware lineup, which is the U1000. Now, this is a super slick unit. It actually mounts like this on the windshield rather than like this. So just in case you have a thing about view obstruction, this might be the better choice for you regardless. But it does record in 4K on the front camera, 2K on the back, so this is the crispest possible image that you can get from a Thinkware camera. Plus, you will get a 10-degree wider field of view than any other Thinkware camera at 150 degrees. So this is definitely the #1 choice if you're looking for a reliable and excellent quality camera for your car or fleet of cars. For an in-depth review of this one, you know where it is, just up here. Thinkware also have an awesome range of accessories available, most notably of which is this iVolt battery pack. Now, if you happen to have a car that needs to be parked long term, let's say you're parking at the airport, going on a holiday, or it's a fleet truck or van that needs to be laid up for a while, the iVolt backup battery paired with the Thinkware Cloud app, if you happen to have live view available, is the #1 way to make sure that you have eyes on your vehicle at all times. They also have the hard wiring kit available, which is suitable for any of the single channel kits when you don't get the included hard wiring kit, and an external GPS antenna, which is compatible with the F70 and F200 models if you want to add the GPS module.
Now here I'm just displaying on an Android phone how to connect to our U1000 dash cam. So we just need to go to our settings, Wi-Fi, pick the Thinkware network and type in the default password, which is 1234567889. It'll say internet may not be available. Don't worry about that. We're not getting internet from the Thinkware. We are transmitting data from it to the phone. Now we open the app. The cloud feature is restricted during Wi-Fi connection. Thinkware Cloud is a separate service that needs to be connected via a hotspot to your phone, and we can show you how to do that in another video. So now you'll see down the bottom that we're connected via Wi-Fi to our U1000 dashcam. We can disconnect down the bottom at any time if we wish. And let's just have a look at some of the menu options here. We have file list in the top left, and it will show you the continuous recording files, which just continually overwrite themselves as the memory card becomes full. It has all front and rear in the filters up the top there. Plus you have all those categories like motion detection, incidents, etc. We have the dashcam settings here where you'll be able to set the resolution and quality of the footage going in. There are also some settings for the sensitivity of certain impact sensors and motion detection sensors, all that sort of stuff, as well as a battery cutoff. We recommend setting it to 12 volts. Plus we also have our road safety settings, which will allow us to configure the advanced driver assist system, which includes the lane departure warnings, forward collision warnings, etc. We can also change basic settings like the time and date in this system settings tab. And in the network function settings menu, we can enable and disable the detection of hotspot networks when you are trying to connect the dashcam to Thinkware Cloud. Now you can see at the top we also have a live view, which means that we can watch the camera in real time. There is a guide here where you can position the camera based on where the alignment needs to be for it to be level. Plus you can also switch to the rear camera if you want to see out the back as well.
So that just about wraps up our overview of the Thinkware range. One more notable thing I forgot to mention is that most of these will come in different SD card capacities, so you can choose which Thinkware SD card you'd like to have with each model. We've linked in the description each individual video here, so whichever choice you've made, I highly recommend that you check out the detailed overview of whichever camera you're looking to choose so you can make sure that it's definitely for you. As always, please leave us a comment if there are any further questions about these cameras or any product on the Automotive Superstore website. We'd be more than happy to make a video for you. Please smash that like button. Let us know that you enjoy these and we'll keep making them for you. We promise. Thank you very much. This has been Marcus Graham at Automotive Superstore. We'll see you in the next one.